You live 7 days in humanity's first city. Day 1. You enter Uruk at noon with 1 bag of grain and nowhere to sleep. The city is larger than anything you have ever seen. Mud brick buildings stretch in every direction, people crowd the lanes, and the temple district rises above the roofs like a second city built on top of the first. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares why you came. By sunset, your grain will buy 1 meal. After that, you become another hungry stranger outside the walls. You follow the sound of construction until a brickmaker finally looks at your hands. He offers you a space on his courtyard floor for 1 night. In return, you report to the canal before sunrise. You agree. Only after dark do you understand the deal. Uruk has not given you a home. It has given you 1 day to prove you deserve another. Day 2. Before sunrise, you are standing knee-deep in canal mud. Your job is simple. Fill a basket, lift it, pass it upward, repeat. The canal carries water toward the fields outside Uruk. If the channel fills with silt, the crops dry out, so workers like you must keep digging. At first, you try to impress the foreman. By midday, you are only trying not to collapse. He watches from the bank. Every time you slow down, he points at the next basket. At sunset, he gives you a rough clay bowl filled with barley and thick beer. This is your wage. No coins, no negotiation, just enough food to bring you back tomorrow. You empty the bowl in minutes. The city has learned exactly how much a worker needs to survive, and not 1 mouthful more. Day 3. You carry the same bowl into a ration line. An official measures grain for each worker. The portions are nearly identical because Uruk has become too large to feed people through promises. Food must be counted and distributed quickly. When your turn comes, he fills your bowl. The worker behind you receives more. You ask why. The official ignores you and calls the next person forward. Behind him, the storehouse holds more grain than your old village could gather in a season. You are surrounded by food, yet your entire share fits inside 2 hands. That is the first cruel lesson of city life. Uruk does not need everyone to be full. It only needs everyone hungry enough to keep working. Day 4. Your crew is sent into the temple district carrying grain. For the first time, you enter the buildings that towered above you on day 1. The courtyards are wider. The walls are cleaner. Every doorway is watched by someone who knows exactly where you should stand. You carry your basket into a storehouse linked to the sacred complex. Priests cross the courtyard while officials inspect every delivery. The grain belongs to the gods, but human hands collect it, count it, and decide where it goes. You place your basket beside the others. The official counts 11. Your crew brought 12. You count again. 12. He checks his record and repeats the number. 11. Because you carried the final basket, the missing grain becomes your debt. Day 5. You return to the storehouse and point at the 12 baskets. The official leads you to a scribe. On the table is a wet clay tablet covered in small marks. The scribe checks it, then looks at you. 11 baskets were delivered. You point behind him. He points at the tablet. The argument is over. Your next ration will be withheld until the missing grain is repaid. You cannot read the marks, correct them, or prove who made the mistake. The city has created a memory outside the human mind, and that memory belongs to the people holding the clay. That evening, you watch everyone else eat. For the first time, leaving Uruk feels smarter than surviving it. Then drums begin inside the temple district. Tomorrow is a festival. The storehouses will open, beer will flow, and the city that denied you 1 bowl of grain will display its wealth in front of everyone. Day 6. The temple courtyard is almost unrecognizable. Music fills the place where officials counted baskets yesterday. Workers crowd around jars of beer and food prepared for the celebration. For once, the city feels less like a machine and more like one enormous household. Someone pushes a cup into your hand. You drink before they change their mind. Soon, the brickmaker is laughing beside you. The canal workers are singing. Even the foreman looks human. This is the first moment you understand why people stay. A village gives you familiar faces. A city can make you part of something so large that your own life feels larger too. Then a messenger enters, covered in mud. The western canal bank has collapsed. The music stops. If water does not reach the fields, the next ration dispute will not be about one missing basket. It will be about an entire city running out of food. Day 7. Before sunrise, workers are moving toward the damaged canal. The bank has fallen into the channel, reducing the water to a weak stream. Farmers wait downstream while officials demand more baskets, more reeds, and more hands. The city gate is open behind you. You could leave. Nobody knows your family. Nobody would follow you. Then you see the brickmaker who gave you shelter. He is already in the mud. The workers who shared their beer are beside him. The same strangers who ignored you on day 1 are passing baskets in a line. So you step into the canal. For hours, the scene barely changes. Fill a basket, lift it, pass it upward. But now you understand what sits at the other end of the water. The fields, the grain stores, and every ration bowl in Uruk. Near sunset, the repaired bank finally holds. Water begins moving through the channel again. Nobody defeats an army. Nobody discovers treasure. A ditch simply starts working. And thousands of people cheer because they understand what almost stopped with it. That evening, the ration official checks a new mark on the tablet. Your debt has been removed. He gives you a full bowl. He does not apologize. 7 days ago, Uruk was a wall of strangers. Now you know the people who build its houses, clear its canals, count its grain, and keep its gods supplied. The city can exhaust you, cheat you, feed you, and save you through the same system. You came here believing survival meant depending on yourself. Uruk teaches you the opposite. The first city survives because thousands of strangers decide that leaving would cost more than staying. And now, whether you like it or not, you are one of them.